Time now to turn it over to Sean Quinn with your full forecast. Sean.
Hi there, Tracy. Yeah, and the tops of those clouds look very white because it actually will push up some moisture in the atmosphere, and you get what is called a pyrocumulus cloud. So really amazing sight to see. For us, clear skies for the most part. You can still see some tropical moisture lingering around the area, and of course, it was very hot today, and it's expected to stay that way right through the next several days. So excessive heat warning for all of our region, and we've also got some other issues to the north of us as far as official warnings for fire danger, which is obvious as we know this time of year. So we'll go ahead and look at the radar. It's fairly quiet across the area. Much of the region is radar free, at least cloud free, although there's still some clouds, I should say, maybe rain free. That has moved a little bit more to the north and northeast, so that's the good news there. But there is a chance we could see it come back again over the next day, maybe day and a half. Look at these temperatures. High 112, just unbelievably warm, and even the beaches. Not a whole lot of relief until late in the afternoon when we finally did manage to kick into a sea breeze. Pismo Beach 75, very comfortable there, but just a few miles inland, everyone jumping up well into those 80s and 90s. We did actually get a little measurable rainfall, and just to kind of show you the direction of the energy sweeping in from kind of the southeast, so it really quiets down once you get out of our region. But micro amounts, but still pretty interesting to get some sort of rain in August, and it's usually this type of activity, which is the tropical stuff. 70s along some of our coastline, other areas though 80s and 90s, and then look at those 100s right there. I know Paso Robles officially went to 103, but right now you've gone back up to 106, so I'm going to have to tweak that number later for sure, as we can still see it is warm. Luckily, wind is fairly non-existent. We do have a few gusts out there, but not too bad, so that's good news for the firefighters, kind of mopping up those lightning strikes. And humidity still out there, so what happens with humidity is that your body sweats, and Mother Nature's way of cooling you off is as you evaporate that moisture off of you, it takes the heat. Well, when there's already too much moisture in the atmosphere, what ends up happening is it has nowhere to go. So you feel that oppressive sort of muggy feeling, which is a heat index temperature, if it making it feel even warmer than it is. And speaking of heat index, well, tropical issues are going to pop up for sure in the eastern Pacific. Some of the moisture we saw today is some of the energy spinning off of Elita, and there's more, it looks like, downstream, so we're going to have to watch that closely. Now across the Gulf looks pretty good, but when we get out into the Atlantic, right there and right there, that's Josephine, that's Kyle. We're going to watch those closely. It looks like Kyle, no threat. Josephine, though, looks like she would be a threat, kind of taking an aim at the southeast. The good news is, though, this next map is at the upper level, we have a sort of head chop going on. A lot of wind is cutting off some of the thunderstorms, so that means the system should dissipate and not really be a threat. Now for us in the west, need I say, high pressure strong and really holding over the region. So overall, we stay very warm and hot, but we could get a little relief on Sunday with a slight sea breeze and maybe even a little bit of dense fog right on some of our beaches. Not overly promising, though, as we look at the forecast, the future fog. It doesn't show up a whole lot, but there is a chance some of this could sneak in and maybe give some of our beach communities a little break from the heat before it burns off and we get very warm by the afternoon. Monday, same story. Look how it just kind of skirts the coastline, but it doesn't really want to make a commitment to run right into the beaches, but again, that could happen, so we'll watch that very closely. As far as moisture amounts, well, maybe more thunder chances are out there, and the computer hates these kind of systems. They're coming at us from sort of the back door. It's a little awkward, hard to get the models to come into agreement, but there is a slight chance more thunder is possible on Sunday, maybe even going into Monday. Temperatures for Sunday, need I say, warm, and even hot. And then Monday, you snapshot and you see virtually the same thing again, perhaps a degree or two change here and there, but overall just a really warm forecast. So we'll go ahead and look at our areas. In particular, I wrote a lot of words there just to show you that we do have some slight thunder chances. Warm, and how, boy, that will be our story. Warm to hot conditions for all areas. Excessive heat warning and thunder chances will linger. The thunder through about Monday, lightning and thunder, I should say, and then the heat probably through a good chunk of next week. Wednesday looks like a day that we might start to see some relief as it backs off just a little bit. So for Sunday, thunder chances. Wow, interesting to talk about. A little bit of surf out there, not much, but there is some southern hemisphere energy. And a quick look at a couple of our forecast maps, and there it is. We do see some noticeable cooling by Wednesday going toward the weekend, but not a whole lot. Inland areas stay hot, triple digits for all areas. So we'll take one more look at the map, and that's for Santa Maria, where you got some rain. Slight chance again tomorrow, and it it stays very warm all the way through the week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.